Hi guys, welcome back to Rumi's Life. Oh, welcome if you're new. And today I'll be telling you guys about the difference between a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA. So I know when the first time I heard these words, I thought they were kind of the same thing because they both had the word IRA in it. And just in case you guys are wondering, IRA stands for Individual Retirement Account. So these are both retirement accounts. And it was invented to encourage workers to save money for their retirement. So companies don't have to give as much compensation plans for retirement to try to encourage more workers to be hired. But anyways, so basically, because they are retirement accounts, you can't really pull out money until after you're a certain age. And another thing that they have in common is that you can only contribute $6,000 if you're under the age of 50 or $7,000 if you're over the age of 50 per given year, because they just give more $1,000 extra to those who are over 50 to encourage them to start saving for retirement. But after a certain income threshold, you can't contribute at all to a Roth, and in between a certain threshold you can only contribute partial amounts, and it changes different. It completely changes for a certain, if you get married and then your spouse isn't working, or there's always exceptions here and there. And I found this one video that shows a pretty good overview of everything you need to know about Roth IRAs and traditional IRAs. So I'll link that video down below if you want to take a look. And in addition to that, you can only contribute your earned incomes. And by IRS, this just means your wages, your salary, your tips, whatever's taxable. So it doesn't really count your Social Security or child support or stuff like that. Those don't really count towards your IRAs. So this is a retirement account. It's kind of like a 401k, or the maximum contribution is a lot lower than a 401k. So if you pair this with a 401k, for example, if your employer matches, you should definitely go for the 401k first and then open up a Roth IRA for whatever's left over. The biggest difference between a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA is that the Roth IRA is after tax money. So you already paid taxes on them. So when you withdraw the money, you don't have to pay any taxes, and you also don't have to pay any capital gains. While with the traditional IRA, it's pre-tax money. So obviously the good thing about that is that it's going to lower your tax money for that certain year. For example, if you make $60,000 a year, then you already contributed your $6,000 for an individual person. So your earned income is only about $53,000 rather than $60,000. So it's gonna lower your adjusted gross income by a lot. But you do have to pay taxes when you take that money out, and you also have to pay taxes on the capital gains as well. So that's one of the reasons why a lot of people prefer Roth IRA. The thing is, I think it mostly depends on what tax bracket you think you're gonna be in when you retire. For example, if you're currently in a really low tax bracket and you know that you're gonna be in a higher tax bracket when you retire, then I totally suggest the Roth IRA better than a traditional IRA. For example, if you're currently in a 12% tax bracket, then when you retire, you might be in a 32% tax bracket because you make a lot more money, which is what we all want it to be, right? But anyways, so then I will have to, with a Roth IRA, I would just pay the 12% tax right now, and I can take out tax-free money when I'm older. But if I do a traditional IRA, then I won't have to pay taxes now. But when I take out, I have to pay 32% tax, and however much I made in gains. So then, in that way, it sounds like Roth IRA is a lot better, and that's one of the reasons why I like Roth IRAs better, because right now I'm in a pretty low tax bracket. So, and I hope to be in a higher tax bracket soon, right? But then if you think you're going to be in a lower tax bracket in the future, then it might be better for you to choose the traditional IRA, because using the same example, if I make 32% tax bracket now and I make 12% tax bracket later, I would rather hold off on paying the taxes until I'm in the 12% tax bracket. It kind of makes sense. So then that's one of the reasons why some people like a traditional IRA better. And not to sway you or anything, but with a traditional IRA, if you take out any money before the age of 59 and a half, you actually have to pay the 10% penalty as well as whatever your tax bracket is. But with a Roth IRA, you can actually take out however much you contributed. For example, if I contributed about $60,000 into my Roth IRA and it's like grown to like whatever, like 100K or something, that's crazy. But if it's grown, I can still take out the 60K without a penalty with a Roth IRA. But I would have to pay money on whatever is more than 60,000, whatever was more than what I contributed. So with that, a lot of people like that leniency that the Roth IRA gives. Roth IRA also doesn't have any age restrictions for the time that you have to start taking out money, because for a traditional IRA, once you hit 72, you have to start using that money. But Roth IRA, it can still stay in that account. It can still keep growing as long as you need it to. So that's one of the reasons why I think Roth IRA is a better choice. But if you want to start your own account and start contributing to your own Roth IRAs, then I have a link down in below with Wealthfront. I think they're a pretty good company because their management fees are only about like 0.25% since it's a Webull managed account. So if you want to start up your own account, you can get your first $5,000 managed for free. I think the most important thing about retirement account is that you have to start right now. The younger you are, the better it is, because with the compound interest and our little exponential graph that we're all familiar with, no matter how much money you make, just starting now is going to help you be better off for the future and better off for the retirement. And I think it's a better investment than just like stocks, because you can still invest in those stuff just like in a Roth IRA or traditional IRA account, which will give you a little bit of tax break. And I also feel like, because like when I use Wealthfront to invest, then my portfolio is a lot more diversified. And like when I try to handpick stocks, and like when I handpick stocks, it takes a lot more research and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend investing in a Roth IRA. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share to a friend who should start a Roth IRA account.